So let's define the terms liberty and freedom. Liberty means the state of being free within a society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. And let's define the word freedom: the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Many people interpret these words in different ways. There are some people in society that don't think about how their actions affect the people around them. There are thieves, bank robbers, murderers, and liars. When you take other people's personal belongings, and let's say their food, or when you kill somebody, you're taking their freedom to life and taking their freedom to keep their food and to keep their property. So if a person murders another person, they take away that person's right and freedom to live. So in a working society, you cannot have the freedom to kill and to do all these different things. So it's truly not freedom. So there has to be a social contract that groups of people should abide by out of necessity for a functioning society and country with hundreds of millions of citizens. And in many other countries, there should be a social contract, even in India or China, where there's billions of people. And honestly, a social contract would probably be more important in a society where there's so many people, like a China or in India. So a social contract is clearly violated once you steal from somebody else, whether that be stealing their life, their food. I believe this quote from a movie to hold true. This is from a movie named Kite Runner. There's only one crime/sin, only one, and that is theft. Every other sin is a variation of theft. When you kill a man, you steal a life. You steal his wife's right to a husband, rob his children of a father. When you tell a lie, you steal someone's right to the truth. When you cheat, you steal the right to fairness. There's no act more wretched than stealing. It all has to do with theft at the end of the day. I know there will be, and there are critics that claim that fact that since there are restrictions to freedom, that it really is not even freedom. I do agree. Let's be real. The word freedom here is used as a propaganda tool to make you believe in this system more than the other. What this system does provide, the U.S. government and the Constitution, it provides more freedoms, in my opinion, than other countries. But is it true freedom? That's up to debate. So if you want to live in a regulated society where you reap the benefits of heightened safety, easy access to food, and medical help, then you have to follow the social contract. Social contracts have been formed long before the Constitution in the U.S. We didn't choose to be born in the system and country, but we are here reaping the benefits and being in a relatively safe society where you don't have to worry about the natural rules of nature, which is eat or be eaten, kill or be killed. In societies of the past and before civilizations, we were roaming around like the animals we are, hunting for our food, building our shelters from scratch, killing other groups of people to gain their properties and food, raping and committing heinous things to each other without any consequences. These were barbaric times. They most likely led to the physically fittest people ruling over everybody else. And this is the harsh reality of the world we were living in. But under a social contract, you give up the right to kill others while also gaining the right to not be killed. I would say that is a good thing. There are many things wrong with the way our government was formed at the beginning, specifically not allowing equal rights for Black people and for women, but I'm here to speak on the productive liberties and its restrictions that permit us to be relatively free compared to other societies. An example is freedom of speech. We are granted our right of speech and freedom of religion to not be stolen from us. Most societies today do not have freedom of speech. There are hate speech laws in other parts of the world and different ways to control what other people are allowed to say. That is a liberty our government does well for its citizens. We also have the right to bear arms, which this administration is attempting to take away. One of our most important liberties is the right to defend ourselves. We should never give up our guns because this allows us to be completely controlled by the government if they decide to one day have complete rule over us. The right to bear arms allows us to have more freedom than other countries, and we should never give that up. There will always be corrupt people in office that try to take our rights away, but it's up to us to vote these people out.